So one of the things that I want to talk to you about today in this short video is looking after your own and your employees' well-being. It is a really difficult time for people, and I have certainly recognised in myself and in members of my team different pinch points and tension points in them, and I've seen how I personally manage that and how other people have managed it or not, as the case may be. And I want you to think about that in your own team. Working from home can be fantastic, but it can also be very isolating, and especially for people that live alone. Not only are people working from home at the minute, but they're not able to go out either. So people don't feel like they're getting that break away from that home environment. And that manifests itself in lots of different ways. People have got families that are also feeling very cooped up and very isolated. Children are not being able to play out and go to the local park or see their friends, etc. Parents are also trying to work and homeschool, etc. And that's a really difficult challenge for everybody. And what we're starting to see is a lot of people are suffering from mental health issues, and I want you to think about that in your employees. And so one of the big things there is keep tapping into people and sense checking how they are. Make sure that you are signposting them to the services that are available to them. So there's big organisations like Mind and MHFA and lots of big organisations out there that have got fantastic support out there. But then you've also got some, more local support that's available to you. And I'm going to, give a big shout out to Unmasked Mental Health at this minute in time. They're based in Calderdale, but they're working right across the UK. They not only work with employers, but they work with people in general public. They've got apps, they've got support services, they've got wellbeing programs, and they are amazing at what they do. And I want you to think about that. And if we'll put the details up of Unmasked Mental Health, because I really do enjoy working with them and referring clients to them to help bring really good mental health practice into the workplace. But this is not just about the workplace, it's about you as well as an employer. Think about how you are managing your mental health. Really do encourage, we can go out for exercise, so encourage your team and make sure you do it yourself. Practice what you preach and go out and have that daily walk. Go walk the dog, go walk somebody else's dog, but please do think about the things that you can do to manage your own mental health. Some of the things that I've found have been really useful for me is like just listening to a bit of music, sitting outside in the garden, doing my garden. I've loved just breaking off at 5 o'clock when I've tried to stop work and just potter around in the garden just for an hour. Just sometimes doing nothing but doing everything, sitting outside in the morning before I start work with a cup of tea and listening to the birds. It's really relaxing. They're really small things, and we take them for granted every day when we dash out the door with a slice of toast in our hand and we jump in the car and off we go to work. But it's really important to manage people's mental well-being and try and help them manage their own mental well-being and that of their families, because if they're a parent, for instance, or a carer, then they're looking after the mums, they're looking after the dads, they're looking after the children, and they're trying to look after their mental well-being as well. So have a think about that. But what do you do if you've got concerns about somebody? Well, please do tap into services that are available to you, whether it's a big charity organisation or whether it's your local support groups like Unmasked Mental Health, who don't just work in Calderdale, they work right across the UK. Tap into those services and please pick up the phone and get some advice, but also ask the employee to get that advice as well. So give them the telephone numbers of the charities that are available or the support networks that are out there. Give them the hints and tips. But the biggest point I will make is stay in communication with your team and, stay in communication with your family. Don't isolate yourself from your family and your friends. Pick up, telephone, make the telephone calls, Zoom, Skype, Teams, WhatsApps, whatever. Set up those groups and just stay in contact with everybody. But take care of yourself at this really difficult time. Don't underestimate how tough it is going through COVID-19 at this minute in time. Not just as an employer and managing your employees' mental well-being, but managing your own as well. If you need our help, please get in touch. 01422 897 152.